Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna give you the top 10 things you need to know about dating someone that has Venus in Taurus. Also, make sure to stick around to the end for the hashtag Ask Astrology Guy questions and answers. Okay, no more wasting time. Here are the top 10 things you need to know about dating someone with Venus in Taurus. Let's go. Number 10, they require consistency. Someone with Venus and Taurus does not do back and forth. They don't mind giving you the time and space to fall in love, but once you do, it's game on. Any uncertainty after that will be met with the wrath of the bull. Number 9, they value 100% long-term commitment. They expect it because they are willing to give the same in return. Unwavering, rat with a pizza slice commitment. He'll never let go, Jack. Number 8, they can be possessive. Yes, once it's established that you two are together, then you are theirs and they are yours, and they are proud of it, protective of it, and will do everything in their power to preserve it. Number 7, they love the simple pleasures. Someone with Taurus and Venus truly finds immeasurable enjoyment with just being able to spend time with the person they love, cuddled up, watching a good movie, and experiencing the relaxation and comfort that a true soulmate connection can bring. Number 6, traditional romance is the perfect date. Yes, they do like and can really appreciate the simple things, but they also love to experience the finer things in life. A delicious dinner at a 5-star restaurant with incredible wine, great music, a beautiful atmosphere, and a walk under the stars. For them, that really ignites the feeling of connection and love. Number 5, they are very passionate lovers. Because someone with Taurus and Venus is so connected to their senses, they are very expressive and sensual when it comes to the physical connection. So if you have the opportunity to experience a night with them in this way, then lucky you. Number 4, they are extremely devoted. A relationship with someone that has Taurus and Venus isn't just about experiencing the pleasure of love. They will also have your back and do anything in their power to support you and help you achieve the goals that you have for yourself and the relationship. Number 3, they are good with money. They are practical, they know the value of saving, but they can be tempted to buy the most expensive version of whatever it is that they have their heart or eyes set on. So they may splurge, but they will never go broke. So this is why I say they are very good with money as opposed to they're great with money. Number 2, they take their time getting to I love you. Someone with Venus and Taurus really knows the value of truly getting to know someone before you dive into a long-term relationship, and because they're always thinking long-term, they'll take their time to really assess the situation and you before they say I love you. But like I said before, once they're in, they're all in. And the number one thing you need to know about dating someone with Venus and Taurus is the best way to please them is to consistently express your love and devotion through words and actions. You never want to have someone with Taurus and Venus wondering if you care. Give them your loyalty, your trust, and devotion, and they will give you a lifetime of dependable, comforting, sexually charged, deep, romantic love. So the first question we have from the hashtag Ask Astrology Guy comes to us from Watch Z, who says, could you tell me why I don't relate to most descriptions of Aquarius? I'm Aquarius Sun, Taurus Moon, and rising Leo. Capricorn for Venus, Mars, and Mercury. By the way, my partner is Capricorn Sun, Virgo Moon, Aquarius Rising. Does that mean I get along better with people with earth signs? Thank you. Okay, great question, and I think this will help a lot of people understand why they can read a description of their sign and maybe find that it doesn't really resonate with them. Well, in your case, Watch Z, that name makes me crack up. As you know, every sign has a polar opposite. Well, the opposite of Aquarius is Leo. So with your chart having Sun in Aquarius and rising Leo, and those two being polar opposites, each of the energies from those signs are going to majorly counterbalance the other. Not completely canceling each other out, but definitely drastically diminishing and transforming the personality traits that each of those energies would usually have. So your Aquarius energy is absolutely not typical because it's being transformed by your Leo rising energy. So when you're reading a description of an Aquarius, more than likely it's not going to resonate. Whereas someone that has, let's say, Aquarius with Cancer Moon and Sagittarius rising would be very much Aquarius, because although those three energies have their own unique blend, they still maintain their traits in that chart because they're not challenged by the other energies, and absolutely not their opposite energy because it's not in that chart. So this is why when you read Aquarius, it doesn't really resonate much. Nothing is going to diminish the traits of one sign more than its polar opposite. opposite. Now, when it comes to you and your partner, you will for sure get along great with earth signs, especially when it comes to love, because your Venus is in Capricorn and your moon is in Taurus. Your emotional disposition, your moon, and the type of energy that you're attracted to, your Venus, are both earth signs. So yes, you will get along very well with earth signs. This is a fantastic point of compatibility, by the way, for you and your partner, because their moon is in Virgo and they are a Capricorn, and not to mention they have rising in Aquarius, which is great for your Aquarius sun sign energy. So I love seeing these two charts because it shows me that you two have a strong, loving bond, and the majority of the time you speak the same language, which is fantastic. So thanks so much for your question, Watch Z. I hope that answers it. Okay, next up we have a question from Preeti S, who says, I love your videos and how you focus on the positive side of astrology. Well, thanks, Preeti S. I really appreciate the love. Then she goes on to say, I am Pisces sun, Virgo moon, and Capricorn rising, born on the full moon day. My husband is Libra with Libra moon and Taurus rising, born on the new moon day. I'm very emotional and he is too flaky. How do we help each other and balance this relationship? Okay, this is a great question, Preeti. Now, the first step is going to be acceptance. The more you resist each other's differences, the more frustrated the two of you will become. So it will be very helpful to say to yourself, and for him to say to himself also, I love this person, so I accept them for exactly who they are without judgment. Now that doesn't mean that you can't work on making things more enjoyable for the two of you, but judging each other and sitting in the frustration of resistance will just bring both of you down. So acceptance, that's the first step. Now working on making things more enjoyable will start with working as a team. When you get emotional, it is really important for you to focus on what it is that you need from him in order to feel better, instead of trying to explain to him why you're upset and why what he did is wrong. If you get triggered by something he's done, it's very important for you to figure out first, before you go and talk to him, what it is that you need from him. That way, when you go to him to have a conversation, you're approaching the conversation by presenting a solution as opposed to focusing on the problem. If you go to him and say, when you do this, this is how it makes me feel, and this is what I need in order to feel better, then you can ask him if he's willing to do whatever it is that you're saying will make you feel better. Instead of, like I talked about before in other videos, getting into the debate of how you're seeing the situation and how he's seeing the situation. Because the moment that you start to explain to him why you're upset and why he did was wrong, that's up for debate because he could see it very differently. And he's gonna explain to you why you're seeing it the wrong way, which is only going to frustrate you and make you feel more upset. More times than not, you two are gonna see things differently, which is understandable because you're both wired very differently. So rather than focusing on how you're seeing the situation, it will really help to just focus on what it is you need in order to feel better and requesting that from him. Then he can either say, yes, I can do that, which is great because then you two can go right back to being in love and connected, or he will say, no, I can't do that. At that point, then you say, what are you willing to do? Because what is currently taking place is not working for me. Then you two can start to negotiate and come up with a solution based on what will work for both of you. Some compromise will absolutely be necessary, but it will be from both sides, and the final agreement will be something that you both will feel like you weighed in on and you had some say-so in, which is so important when you want to stay connected, because you'll be coming to a conclusion as a team as opposed to telling someone what to do or giving them an ultimatum like, either you do this or I'm out. And your husband works much better when you give him the opportunity to express what he thinks regarding the solution. And when it comes to him being flaky, there's naturally going to be a bit of that because of all the air in his chart, just like there's naturally going to be some emotional ups and downs with your chart. But when you two are making plans or he's committing to something, it is important, like I said, that he feels like he has say-so. So you can't just tell him what you want him to do and expect him to do it. Just like you don't want him telling you how to feel and expecting you just to feel that way without you having a say-so. It's about asking for what you want and then saying to him, what do you think about that? That way, if he wants to adjust the time or adjust what he's committing to or some other detail about the plan, then you will have the opportunity to again be open to that so you can come to those conclusions together as a team. He will be much more likely to honor a commitment and remain consistent when he feels like he played a part in the agreement or the plans that you made. You will get a much better version of him when he feels like you respect him and that you want his input, just like he will get a much better version of you when you feel like he really cherishes your feelings and he's looking for your input. So remember, acceptance for your differences, compassion for each other's challenges, but working as a team and communicating accordingly will help tremendously. So be optimistic. You two can have a great connection. He has Taurus rising to communicate with all of the earth in your chart, and Pisces and Libra can work very well together when the communication is in a good place. I'm sending you and your husband tons of positive energy for making 2021 a new beginning of an even deeper connection. Okay, so there you have it. The top 10 things you need to know when dating someone with Venus in Taurus, why sometimes you may not resonate with the description of your sign, and the best way to remain connected when one of you is very emotional from a water-earth combination and the other can be a bit flaky from a double air combination. I really hope you all enjoyed the information. If you did, hit that like button. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Please keep those hashtag Ask Astrology Guy questions coming. Thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with me. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.